writer, the things we're talking about, I want to apply to your story here, because you're saying, I'm scared to get help. I'm scared to be needy. I'm scared to be at that starting point. I'm scared of what it means to not have it all together. But you're comparing yourself to people that have already been working on this. You're comparing yourself to the guy who's, he's maxing out today at the gym and he's doing really good, or the guy who's a scratch golfer and you're kind of starting and you're scared to be at that low end of the stick, or, to seem vulnerable or to seem shaken or to not seem like you have it all together. But the point we want you to take away is, you got to start somewhere, and getting help for yourself is how you continue to be the rock for your family. And this is the myth I see you writing into this, is you're creating a false choice. Either I'm going to continue to be the rock for my family, or I'm going to get help. What you fail to realize is, by getting help, you will continue to be the rock for your family.
Absolutely.
That is the only path forward, where you continue to be a reliable partner and a bedrock member of this family, is if you're continuing to take care of yourself, right? And we bring this up all the time, Nick. That when you're on an airplane, the stewardess people tell you, hey, if we lose cabin pressure, these little thingies are going to fall from the sky, and you're supposed to put these masks on your face, right? And then they always say, if you're traveling with an elder or with a child, put your mask on first and then theirs.
Yes.
You have to take care of you in order to take care of them. That is actually the most responsible thing that you can do.
Yeah, I would really like to see you challenge the idea that you have about vulnerability being a bad thing.
Right.
Them seeing you being vulnerable is a bad thing. I would really want you to challenge that idea, because I really disagree with that. I think them getting the chance to see you as being vulnerable and to see, hey, he's going through some stuff too, can be what they need. That actually can be helpful. If you have somebody in your life that you feel like, man, things are always, I see Jim's life and everything's always going so well for
with
Jim.
With his Captain America shirt.
Everything always works out for Jim, and he's got nothing to worry about, and everything's wonderful. To be able to see that person struggle a little bit too, that may be like, oh, you know what? I'm not alone.
Right.
We all go through this. But he does it so well. He handles adversity really well. I can learn from that. So them seeing you as being vulnerable isn't a bad thing. It can actually be very powerful. It can help them and motivate them.
I agree. And I think be solution focused. I can understand that you don't feel comfortable just sitting your family down or your wife down and telling her, hey, I'm really struggling with this stuff, and not having an answer in your pocket. And that's why I challenge you to be solution focused, right? Contact your family doctor, look up a therapist, go through your work insurance, and call the little number on the back of the insurance card and just sort out your options. Do some scouting, because then you can sit down with your wife and say, so, I've been going through something. Here are the options I've found to kind of deal with it. I'm keeping you in the loop because you're my wife and you deserve to know about my health, but I am working on it. I think that satisfies your need to not seem like you're completely helpless, but also satisfies the need to tell the truth about your situation and get the help that you deserve.
Yeah.
But
please write in. Let us know.
Yeah, talk to us, man. And good for you for reaching out. Because, this listener, Nick, says it's hard to open up to anybody. They really stressed, being anonymous. Mm-hmm. And listen, Anonymous, good job, man. Thank you for writing into our show. And I want to tell you that we receive the gift that it is to have earned your trust, that you felt comfortable enough writing in, that you trusted our thoughts and you were willing to receive them today. That, to us as therapists, is one of the greatest things that anybody can show us, is that they've given us a measure of their trust. And so we receive that.
Yeah, that's awesome. We're glad we can help.
Yep. And to anybody else out there who's struggling with stuff, write in, guys. Write in. Let us know. You probably can predict what we're going to say. We're usually going to say go find a therapist. But we'll give you a little bit of coaching on the sideline, too, to get you ready for that. Mm-hmm. All right, that's all the time that we've got for this week's session. Thank you to those who contributed to our show today. We really appreciate it. Remember, pod therapy isn't something you should keep all to yourself. Help us reach others by sharing this episode. You can find us at facebook.com/podtherapy or on Twitter @PodTherapyGuys.
Do you want to add your own advice to today's questions? Post your thoughts at podtherapy.net and join the conversation. Next week, we are going to have No, it's not going to be a bonus episode. It's going to be a bank episode because Jim's going to be gone.
He's hitting the beach.
Yeah. But I promise it'll still be a good episode. You have the Nick Tangeman guarantee.
Oh.
And I'm Nick Tangeman.
And I'm Jim Jobin.
Thanks, and we'll see you for your appointment next week.